The deep blackness of space was quiet, except for the soft hum of the Eureka, Earth's newest research ship. It had traveled farther than any human vessel before, beyond Mars, beyond Jupiter, and now entering the territory known only as the Quiet Ring. Sensors had shown signs of intelligent activity there, and for the first time, humans hoped to meet a new species peacefully. Commander Rhea Morgan stood near the main viewing glass, her eyes fixed on a blue-green glow that shimmered in the distance. Around her, her small crew worked silently, scientists, engineers, and explorers. Everyone was tired after the long journey, but the light ahead made their hearts race. "This is it," said Dr. Isaac Lee, the ship's communication specialist. "The readings are clear. Life signs. Not natural. Intelligent." Rhea nodded, trying to hide her excitement. "Open a hailing channel. Let's make history." As the message went out into the stars, a strange vibration filled the air. The ship's lights flickered and the hum of the engines turned into a soft rhythm, almost like laughter. The crew looked at each other, confused. The screen in front of them glowed brighter, showing shapes, small, round figures moving in patterns that looked almost playful. "They're responding," Isaac whispered. Before anyone could speak, a bright flash of light covered the bridge. When it faded, everyone gasped. Standing in front of them were 3 small aliens no taller than a child. They had smooth, silver-green skin and large glowing eyes that changed color every few seconds. Their tiny mouths curved into smiles as they tilted their heads, studying the humans curiously. Rhea took a cautious step forward. "Hello, we come in peace. We are humans from—" The smallest alien suddenly floated up, making funny gestures with its hands. The translation system beeped rapidly, trying to understand. Then a soft, playful voice filled the room. "Humans talk too much," it said. The voice sounded like music mixed with laughter. "We watched you. You are slow, funny, and full of questions." The crew exchanged looks, surprised but amused. The aliens were teasing them. Rhea smiled politely. "Well, maybe we are slow compared to you. But we learned fast." The little aliens giggled, spinning slowly in the air like weightless dancers. Then, without warning, one of them tapped the control panel. The lights dimmed and a holographic projection appeared, showing a model of Earth surrounded by floating symbols. "You live here," the alien said. "You are small too. So much noise from one little world." "Maybe," Isaac said. "But our noise got your attention." For a moment, silence filled the room. Then the largest alien, and who seemed like their leader, floated closer to Rhea. Its glowing eyes turned a calm shade of blue. "You are brave," it said softly. "Few creatures cross the quiet ring. We teased you to see if you would run away." "Teased?" Rhea repeated. "Yes," the alien said. "We send lights, sounds, whispers to scare travelers. But you stayed. You looked at the light and came closer." "That's what humans do," Rhea said. "We explore. Even when we're afraid." The alien smiled again, a strange but friendly gesture. "Maybe you are not as simple as we thought." The moment was peaceful, almost sweet, but it didn't last. Suddenly, the ship shook violently. The control panels blinked red. Warnings filled the air. "What's happening?" shouted the engineer, Maria Santos. The aliens looked around in confusion. "Not us," the small one said quickly. "Something wakes. Something not small." Through the viewing glass, a massive shadow appeared. A dark shape moving behind the blue-green glow. It looked like a sleeping giant waking up. The smaller aliens began to panic, their eyes flashing red. "You must go," the leader said. "The Guardian wakes. It keeps the quiet ring silent. It does not like noise." Rhea gripped the side of the console. "Guardian?" "What kind of Guardian?" "A very old one," the alien said sadly. "We teased it too many times." The sound of a deep rumble echoed through the hull. The shadow grew larger, forming what looked like a mechanical creature, ancient and powerful. Its body was made of metal plates covered in glowing lines, and it moved slowly but with purpose. The Eureka's sensors began screaming. "Energy spikes off the charts. We need to leave, Commander," Maria yelled. "Engines at full power." Rhea hesitated. The little aliens looked terrified, and one of them was clutching its small chest, trembling. It looked like a frightened child. "Take them with us," Rhea ordered. "We can't leave them to die." Isaac blinked. "Commander, they're aliens." "We don't even know." "It doesn't matter," she interrupted. "They're living beings." The crew hurried to prepare the escape maneuver. The aliens huddled together, whispering in their melodic language. The leader looked at Rhea with wide, grateful eyes. Humans are strange. You help even those who tease you. That's how we are, Rhea said with a faint smile. We tease back later. The ship roared to life. The engines pushed against the heavy pull of the quiet ring, but the Guardian was fast. It opened its massive mouth, or what looked like one, and sent a beam of light toward them. The energy hit the side of the Eureka, shaking it violently. We've lost the rear shields, Maria shouted. If it hits again, we're done. Rhea's mind raced. She looked at the aliens. Can you stop it? Can you talk to it? The leader shook its head sadly. It only listens to silence. Rhea suddenly had an idea. Silence. Then maybe that's what we give it. She turned to the communications console. Isaac, cut all power to sound systems. Turn off the signal beacons, everything. The crew obeyed. One by one, the ship's lights went dark. The hum of machines faded, and even the life support sounds went quiet. The Eureka floated in total silence. Only the faint stars in the shadow of the Guardian remained. Everyone held their breath. For a long moment, nothing moved. The Guardian hovered, scanning them. Then slowly it began to drift away, as if losing interest. The danger passed like a whisper in the dark. When it was finally gone, the crew released a collective sigh. The ship's systems came back online. The little aliens clapped their tiny hands, their eyes glowing golden with joy. You did it, said the leader. You made the Guardian sleep again. Rhea smiled weakly. Guess humans know when to shut up. The aliens laughed, a sound like bells in the wind. Maybe humans are not slow. Maybe you are clever. Rhea looked at them with curiosity. If you were testing us, I hope we passed. The alien nodded slowly. You passed. But now the quiet ring knows your voice, human. Others may listen. Rhea frowned slightly, sensing a new mystery ahead. Others? But before the alien could answer, it looked toward the stars, its eyes changing from gold to dark blue. Tomorrow we show you what we hid. The teasing is over. Now comes truth. The crew exchanged uneasy glances. The first night of contact had turned from jokes and laughter into something far deeper. Something serious waited in the quiet of space. Rhea stood near the glass, watching the alien lights flicker and dance outside. She knew this was only the beginning. The universe had many voices, and now humanity had joined the conversation. The next morning, or what passed as morning aboard the Eureka, felt strange. The stars outside glowed dimly through the ship's wide windows, and a calm silence filled every corner. Commander Rhea Morgan stood on the bridge, staring at the three small aliens floating near the ceiling. Their eyes flickered in quiet shades of blue and violet. Last night had changed everything. What began as playful teasing had turned into a fight for survival. The massive Guardian machine was still somewhere out there, sleeping again, but for how long nobody knew. Dr. Isaac Lee rubbed his eyes and yawned. Commander, they've been whispering to each other for an hour. I think they're arguing about something. Rhea crossed her arms. Let them finish. They said they would tell us the truth today. Maybe this is part of it. The leader of the aliens, the one who had spoken the most, finally floated down toward her. Its color changed to soft silver, a sign of calm. We talked, it said in that melodic, childlike voice. You passed our test. You helped us when we teased you. You stayed brave when the Guardian woke. Rhea nodded. You said something last night, that others might listen. What did you mean by that? The alien's eyes dimmed. Long ago, before we were small and playful, our kind built the quiet ring to protect something powerful. It hides in the center, a machine that listens to every sound in the universe. We call it the heart of silence. Maria, the engineer, frowned. A machine that listens to sound? It listens, the alien said. And when it hears danger, it sends the Guardians to stop it. That's why we live quietly here. That's why we tease instead of fight. Isaac tilted his head. So the Guardian attacked us because we made noise? Yes, the alien replied. Your ship spoke too loud. Your beacons called across the stars. The heart heard and thought you were a threat. The words made the entire crew uneasy. Rhea stepped closer. Then we need to make sure it never hears us again. Can we leave the quiet ring safely? The alien leader looked hesitant. You can leave, but something has changed. When you silenced your ship last night, the heart noticed the sudden quiet. It's listening more carefully now. And it knows you are here. A cold feeling spread through the crew. So, Maria said slowly, we can't run, and we can't make noise. The alien nodded. If you try to escape, the heart will send more guardians, bigger ones. Isaac frowned. Then what do you suggest we do? The alien floated closer, its eyes bright again. You come with us. We show you the heart. You see what we hid. Maybe humans can fix what we cannot. The idea sounded dangerous, but Rhea knew they didn't have a choice. Prepare a shuttle, she said. We'll go together. An hour later, the small exploration shuttle Pathfinder detached from the Eureka. Rhea, Isaac, Maria, and 2 other crew members sat inside, along with the 3 little aliens. The quiet ring stretched before them, a swirling belt of soft light, made of small glowing stones that moved like dust in water. As they entered, deeper, strange energy waves brushed against the shuttle's shields. The air inside felt thicker, almost alive. This place, Maria whispered. It feels like it's watching us. It is, the alien said simply. Everything here has ears. The deeper they went, the darker the light became. Then they saw it, a structure floating in the center of the ring. It was enormous, shaped like a spiral tower made of crystal and metal. The tower pulsed softly, each beat like a heartbeat echoing across space. The heart of silence, the alien said quietly. The oldest machine in our world. As they approached, the shuttle's instruments went wild. Readings jumped between impossible numbers. Energy spikes, sound-dampening fields, unknown signals, all happening at once. Isaac stared at the screens. This technology, it's beyond anything we've seen. It's ancient, but it's alive. When they landed near the base of the structure, a low hum filled the air. The sound vibrated in their bones like a deep song from the stars. The alien leader turned to Rhea. We were meant to protect it, but we don't understand it anymore. It listens to everyone, but sometimes it decides who can speak. Rhea looked up at the tower. And what does it want now? To hear you, the alien replied. It wants to know why you came. The crew followed the aliens through a narrow passage leading inside the heart. The walls were smooth and bright, covered with moving symbols that looked like flowing light. Each step echoed softly, though there was no real sound, only a faint pressure in the air. At the center stood a glowing sphere suspended above a pool of silver liquid. The sphere pulsed slowly, and every pulse made the room tremble. The heart, the alien whispered. It knows you are here. Rhea felt a gentle pull, as if the machine was studying her. Can it communicate? She asked. Isaac activated his translation device. Maybe through energy patterns, he said. If I match its frequency, it might respond. He began typing rapidly. The lights flickered. The alien gasped. Be careful, it warned. It doesn't like questions. But it was too late. The sphere flashed bright red and the floor shook. A voice, deep, metallic, and ancient, filled the chamber. Intruders. You break the silence. Everyone froze. Rhea stepped forward. We mean no harm. We are explorers from Earth. We didn't know about your law of silence, the voice rumbled again. All noise brings war. All movement brings danger. Silence keeps life safe. Rhea raised her chin. Silence can't protect forever. Without sound, there's no learning, no connection. The sphere pulsed faster. Connection brings chaos. Isaac whispered. Commander, I think it's stuck in a loop, like an old system repeating old orders. Rhea nodded. Then we reset the loop. The alien leader looked terrified. If you try, it may destroy everything. Rhea took a breath. Or it might finally listen. She walked toward the sphere slowly. Her boots echoed lightly, the only sound in the entire place. She spoke softly, each word clear and steady. Silence might keep you safe, she said, but it also keeps you alone. We came not to destroy your peace, only to say hello. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, slowly, the sphere's color changed from red to blue. The trembling stopped. The heart seemed to calm. "You speak differently," the deep voice said, now quieter. "You are not like the others who came before." "Others?" Rhea asked. "Yes," the voice said. "Long ago, many voices came. They shouted across the stars. We silenced them all. But you listen before you speak." The alien leader looked amazed. "It listens to you. It never listened to us." Rhea smiled faintly. Maybe it just needed a new kind of voice. The sphere pulsed one last time, then dimmed to a soft silver glow. The room filled with gentle light, peaceful and warm. Isaac checked the readings. Energy levels dropping. "It's resting." The alien floated close to Rhea. "You changed it. You made it quiet in a new way. Not out of fear, but understanding." Rhea looked around. "Then maybe it's time to teach it to trust sound again." The alien's eyes shimmered. "You really are strange, human. Maybe your kind can fix what the universe forgot." Rhea placed her hand on the glowing wall. "Maybe together, we can make it remember." When they returned to the Eureka, the ship's sensors showed no more Guardian activity. The quiet ring was calm. The little aliens floated happily through the corridors, their eyes shining bright gold, a color of hope. Maria leaned back in her seat. "Commander, I don't know what you said in there, but whatever it was, it worked." Rhea smiled slightly. "Sometimes you don't win with power. You win with words." Isaac chuckled. "And silence." The aliens giggled softly, spinning in circles. "Humans make new kinds of silence," one said. "Loud and kind." Rhea looked at the stars outside. The heart of silence now glowed faintly in the distance, peaceful for the first time in ages. But in her heart, she knew this was not the end. If the heart had silenced others before, it meant there were other civilizations out there, lost, forgotten, waiting for someone to speak to them again. And humans, she thought, had just proven they were brave enough to be the ones to do it. The Eureka drifted slowly along the edge of the quiet ring. The stars outside glowed faintly, painting the dark sky with silver light. Inside the ship, things were calm again. The humans and their tiny alien guests had spent the night repairing damaged systems, sharing stories, and quietly wondering what would come next. Commander Rhea Morgan stood by the main window, watching the faint shimmer of the heart of silence far away. It was peaceful now, no alarms, no guardians, no danger. But in her gut, she felt something wasn't finished yet. Dr. Isaac Lee entered the bridge holding a small scanner. "Commander, I think you should see this," Rhea turned. "What's wrong?" "Not wrong," he said, "but strange. Ever since we talked to the heart, it's been sending low-frequency signals across space. It's like it's calling someone." Maria, sitting at the control station, frowned. "Calling who?" Before Isaac could answer, one of the small aliens floated closer. Its eyes flashed golden orange and the color of worry. "The heart remembers many voices," it said softly. "Maybe it's trying to speak to them again." Rhea's eyes narrowed. "Other civilizations?" "Yes," the alien replied. "The ones it silenced long ago." The bridge fell quiet. Even the hum of the engine seemed softer. The thought of awakening old civilizations, some possibly destroyed or forgotten, sent a chill through everyone. Rhea took a deep breath. "We need to monitor those signals. If someone answers, we'll be ready." For the next few hours, the crew worked nonstop. The aliens hovered around them, curious and helpful. Their small hands glowed with energy as they repaired panels and adjusted circuits. Despite their playful nature, they were clever, maybe even more advanced than they looked. Suddenly, the ship's sensors lit up. A pulse of energy shot through space, strong enough to shake the deck. "Signal detected," Isaac shouted. "It's not from the heart, it's a response." Maria stared at the readings. "Distance, unknown. But it's coming fast." Outside, a ripple appeared in space, and like a stone dropped into a pond of stars. Light spread outward, forming a circular portal. From the center emerged a large, shimmering vessel, shaped like a glowing wing. It moved slowly with elegance and stopped right in front of the Eureka. "Contact," Rhea said quietly. Put it on screen, the image appeared. At first, they saw nothing but light. Then a tall figure stepped forward, not flesh or metal, but pure energy shaped like a person. Its voice came through in smooth, gentle waves. "We hear you, Heart of Silence. After centuries, you speak again. Who broke your quiet?" Rhea straightened. "I'm Commander Rhea Morgan of Earth. We didn't mean to break anything. We only wanted to understand." The glowing figure tilted its head. Human, small, noisy, brave. The voice almost sounded amused. "You woke the heart, why?" Rhea chose her words carefully. "Because silence alone isn't peace. You can't hide forever from the universe. You have to listen and be heard." The figure paused. The light around it flickered. "We once thought as you do. Long ago we spoke too much. The heart silenced us to save others," Isaac whispered. "So they're one of the civilizations the heart silenced." The alien leader floated up beside Rhea. Its eyes glowed pale silver. They were the first ones. The heart was built for them. Rhea looked at the glowing being. "If you wanted silence, why come back now?" "Because your voice is different," it said. "You speak not to rule, but to learn." The heart listened and remembered that peace is not only quiet, but understanding. The bridge filled with soft golden light as the being's form brightened. "We want to see this Earth, the world that taught silence to listen again." Rhea hesitated. "You'd be welcome, but our planet is still learning. We're not perfect. Perfection is noise," the being replied. "We prefer imperfection." "It grows," Maria smiled faintly. "They sound almost human." The being seemed to laugh, a ripple of warm sound. "Perhaps humans and stars are not so different." Suddenly, alarms blared. The heart of silence began pulsing violently again. Red waves rippled across space. The small aliens screamed softly, their glowing eyes flashing white with fear. "It's the heart," Isaac yelled. "Something's wrong. It's overloading." Rhea turned to the aliens. "What's happening?" The leader's voice trembled. "The heart feels too many voices at once. It doesn't understand peace yet. It thinks it must choose who can speak." Rhea's heart raced. "Then it's going to silence us all again." The Eureka shook as energy fields formed around the heart. Bright tendrils of light reached out toward both ships. The glowing beings shouted words of warning in their energy language. Everything turned white for a moment. Rhea grabbed the console. "Isaac, find a way to stabilize it." "I'm trying," he shouted, fingers flying across the controls. "Its core is building pressure. If it explodes, it'll wipe this whole sector." The alien leader floated beside Rhea, trembling. "It listens to you. Speak again before it's too late." Rhea took a deep breath and stepped forward. She closed her eyes, blocking out the chaos, the alarms, the light. Then she spoke. Not with anger, not with fear, but with calm. "Heart of Silence," she said, "listen to us. You don't need to choose who can speak. Every voice matters, yours too. You protected life for so long, but now, it's time to let life speak again." The light pulsed violently, then slowed. The tendrils of energy hesitated in space. The whole universe seemed to hold its breath. Isaac's console beeped. "Commander, it's responding." The sphere at the heart's center turned soft blue. A deep, gentle voice echoed across every speaker, every mind. "Long have I feared noise. But maybe, the universe is ready again." The red light vanished. The energy waves calmed. The quiet ring shimmered in silver peace once more. Everyone stood frozen for a moment, then cheers filled the bridge. The little aliens danced in the air, glowing golden. The energy being's ship dimmed its lights in a respectful bow. Rhea sighed with relief. "We did it." The alien leader floated closer, smiling. "No, Commander. You did it. You taught silence how to listen again." Hours later, the Eureka and its new allies drifted quietly above the heart. Repairs were done. Peace restored. Rhea watched the glowing being speaking gently with the small aliens. Two civilizations reunited after centuries of fear. Maria joined her at the window. "So what happens now?" Rhea smiled. "Now we help them rebuild. The heart isn't just a machine anymore. It's a bridge between those who stopped speaking and those who just started." Isaac walked in, grinning. "I've decoded the last transmission. The heart is sending one final message through the stars." "What message?" Rhea asked. He showed the translation on screen. It read, "Noise is not war. Silence is not peace. Understanding is both." Rhea read it twice, her chest tightening with pride. "That's humanity's gift to the stars." The aliens floated closer, curious. Will you come back? One asked. Rhea smiled warmly. Yes, but next time no teasing. The aliens giggled in their musical voices. Maybe a little teasing. Humans smile when teased. She laughed softly. Maybe we do. Later, as the Eureka turned toward the path home, the crew watched the quiet ring shrink into a glowing circle in the distance. Somewhere inside, the heart of silence beat slowly, peacefully, no longer afraid of voices. Rhea looked at her reflection in the glass, tired, proud, and full of wonder. She whispered softly, "For once, humanity didn't conquer the stars. We made friends." Isaac smiled from his seat. HFY moment, Commander. Humans finally the good noise in the galaxy. Rhea chuckled. Let's hope the universe agrees. As the ship entered faster than light speed, the stars stretched into long streams of silver. Behind them, the heart sent out one last gentle pulse and a whisper across the cosmos. Thank you, humans, for waking me.